Most streamed song, High Hopes. Least streamed song, Falcon Around.
If love is not enough to put my enemies to sleep.
This doesn't tie in anywhere. This sounds like some kind of country record. Welcome back to another daily video. My name is Joe from Roomie Official, and why not play basketball right now instead of talking about music? Okay, I'll never be a basketball pro. Let's just talk about music instead. Today, we're looking at singers' most streamed songs versus their least streamed songs. What is the difference? I think specifically, it's interesting to see what is it that makes a song from a very famous artist get very few plays. Let's find out. First off, we have Ed Sheeran's most streamed song, Shape of You, with 2.6 billion plays.
The club isn't the best place.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not familiar with this by now, I don't know what to tell you.
Me and my friends at the table doing shots.
There's surprisingly little Ed Sheeran in this music video.
Girl, you know I want your love.
Do you guys think that this song deserves to be the #1 most streamed song? To me, this is not even Ed Sheeran's best song. I think what it has for it is that it kind of fits into a lot of different pockets. It can be in many different types of playlists, like pop playlists, probably male soul, and it's got that Caribbean beat vibe, so it might also be on those playlists. It's got marimba, so I guess it can be on the marimba playlist. I don't know.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. Well, I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body.
Released in 2017, Shape of You peaked at #1 on the singles chart of 34 countries. To this date, the song is the most streamed song ever on Spotify and is the third most viewed video on YouTube with over 5 billion views. That is crazy. Okay, so time for Ed Sheeran's least streamed song, and it is Drown Me Out featuring Get. And even though it's his least streamed song, it still has 7.9 million. On his latest album, the songs with the least plays have like 49 million. 49 million plays only.
I should have bust the back door and jumped the fence. It's easy when you look back. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I bet you can't bring shook with a good back.
What's going on with the production in this? This is very hard to listen to.
On the hood track.
Everything's so scratchy, like mixing wise. That was just very hard to listen to, wasn't it? I feel like I'm getting like a low-key migraine. So Drown Me Out is the 6th track on the 2011 EP #5 Collaborations project, which was the 5th out of 5 EPs Ed recorded with the hope of being signed by a record label. Okay. He recorded 5 EPs, try to get signed. And now he's pretty much, you know, the biggest artist in the world. Crazy. To have this make sense, we're only looking at real songs. We're not looking at live performances, and we're not looking at remixes. Only real releases. Next up, we have 21 Pilots' most streamed song, Stressed Out. 1.2 billion plays. Never heard this song before. What is he singing about? Who is this band? I'm joking. Man, they were made by this song. The song became one of the biggest hit singles of 2015. Damn, it's 5 years ago now. Making 21 Pilots a mainstream sensation. So, 21 Pilots' least streamed song is Air Catcher. 31 million plays. That's their least streamed song. What? Their least streamed song has more plays than Ed Sheeran's least streamed song. People really listen to albums from these guys. Again, the mixing isn't good. I wonder if that's gonna be like a red thread through all of these. That like it's very boxy, like it feels like it's all inside a can. Musically, this sounds like kind of like a Queen-ish thing, or Muse maybe. Yeah, I think Muse inspired for sure. It sounds like the recordings I made with my band back in high school. Aircatcher is the 9th track on their 2009 self-titled debut album. The album is unavailable for physical purchase, but the track can be purchased digitally and streamed from various services. Next up, we got Taylor Swift. Her most streamed song is I Don't Want to Live Forever with Zayn. From the amazing movie, the best movie of all time, as we all agree upon, 50 Shades Darker. What a banging movie. This song has 1 billion plays. What? I would assume that Taylor had more songs with over 1 billion plays. What? Oh, no, I know why that is. She wasn't on Spotify for a really long time. She boycotted it because she didn't think that it paid artists enough. I remember now. Okay, that makes sense.
Wondering if I dodged a bullet or just lost the love of my life.
Maybe it was up because Zayn was on Spotify.
But you gave me nothing. What is happening to me?
It's a good song though. I would be happy if they tuned those falsettos a little bit more though. It's very like, I don't wanna live. Oh, okay.
Come back home. Just wanna keep calling your name.
Zayn's got a great voice. Released in 2017, I Don't Wanna Live Forever received positive reviews from music critics who praised the duo's vocal performances. Debuting at number 6 on the US Billboard Hot 100, the song eventually rose to its peak of number 2. They said number 2. You know, like... Okay, so Taylor Swift's least streamed song is Christmas Must Be Something More. Christmas music is weird because if it doesn't hit that sweet spot of being played and like put in Christmas playlists and stuff, then it will definitely be your least played song. 1.4 million. That makes so much sense.
What would happen if God never let it snow?
A bit too much of a Swift Photoshop job there, am I right?
Tell me, what would you find? It seems that today holds something special, something holy, not superficial. So here's something you should know that is for sure. Christmas must be something.
Sounds just very generic, like country pop that was kind of popular in that era. So yeah, I can totally see it. I really like Taylor Swift. Sometimes people will in the comments be like, oh, Joel has bias against Taylor Swift or BTS or whatever. I don't. I like them. By the way, guys, I'm trying to save up money to buy Rednecks, so please check out the November sale of the merch. We have this shirt, for example, with bottle on the front. This, don't worry, it's apple juice on the back. We have the It's a Little Bit Pitchy shirts, a bunch of different things. Check it out, link in the description. Wow. Next up, we have Elton John's most streamed song, Rocket Man. 477 million plays.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man.
Oh, I love that transition. That was beautiful.
Rocket man, burning out his fuse out every home.
He had Pac-Man in his eyes. Do you guys see? Rocket Man first appeared on Elton John's 1972 album Honky Chateau. I hope I said that right.
Honky Chateau.
Elton John's least streamed song is Watching the Planes Go By, the band version, which has 7,000 plays. That is crazy. How many songs does he have on there? I mean, yeah, he does have a lot of albums, to be fair. You gotta probably scroll down pretty far to get there. He's made a lot of music. A lot of music.
One eternity
I've been scrolling for 2 hours. There's still music.
later.
5 hours now. There we go. That took 24 hours.
In the sky, there's a speck that's flying by. Red lights, and I don't know why. And I want it to be like it was when the summer was here. Instead of
Kind of generic for the time, but I think it's pretty and it's well recorded and stuff for the time. The song was originally recorded in 1968 and was chosen as the closing track of John's never-released debut album. It finally saw the light of day, being released on November 5, 2020 as a teaser from the upcoming Elton Jewel box, which will be released on November 13th, 2020. Next up, we have Rihanna with her most streamed song, Work, featuring Drake with 993 million plays. Oh, so she hasn't hit the billion. That's surprising. Good music video.
You need to get done at work, come over. We just need to slow the motion.
I mean, it is a really catchy song. You gotta give him that. And it's two superstars doing a song together. Critical response to Work was mixed upon release. Critics praised the composition and Rihanna's decision to return to her earlier themes of dancehall music, while others were more skeptical of the song's potential as a comeback for the singer. The song eventually peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. So, her biggest song, seems it panned out as a comeback. And here we have Rihanna's least streamed song, Willing to Wait, 1 million plays, which is very low for such a big star.
Baby, slow down. Just hear me out. Something I gotta let you know.
It's so weird to hear this early Rihanna stuff. She doesn't have that tone that I like so much about Rihanna's voice.
You're willing to wait, yeah. We can just take
production's so dated.
Take our time.
It's like boring as well. I don't know. It's just like really slow and there's no interesting parts to it. The melody isn't interesting. If you come to Rihanna, you're not coming to listen to this with a like little toms in the back. Low budget laser sound from Star Wars. Next up, we have Rick Astley with his most streamed song, Never Gonna Give You Up. Never heard that song before. That should be a meme. 356 million plays.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
That's right. I do know the rules, man.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
Great stuff. I've seen this music video so many times. Never Gonna Give You Up is the debut single by British singer and songwriter Rick Astley. Released in 1987, the song became a worldwide #1 hit. The music video for the song has since become the basis for the Rick rolling internet meme. Damn, that's crazy. That was his first single ever, and he just became #1 immediately with that. And here we have Rick Astley's least streamed song called What the World Needs Now. 88,000 plays. I wouldn't say this is super surprising that he has a song with that amount of plays, because he's still going, but it's not at all as popular anymore, obviously.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
This is a cover, right?
It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
What the World Needs Now was released by Rick in 2005, but it's actually a cover and was first released in 1965 by Jackie DeShannon. Yeah, I recognize the song, but not with Rick Astley, obviously. For our next contestant, we have Sia. Her most streamed song is Cheap Thrills with 1.2 billion plays. Let's listen.
Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight.
Yep.
I don't need no money.
So yeah, this is the song that we talked about in this video. It was originally written for Rihanna, but now apparently it's Sia's biggest hit. So good on her.
Paint my nails, put my high heels on. It's Saturday, and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor.
I don't really care for the modern dancing stuff in Sia's music videos. I know a lot of people do. It just, I don't know, like, it feels a bit pretentious to me. Let me know in the comments if you're really into all the modern dancing stuff. I do think it works really well in some of the more serious stuff. Released in 2016, Cheap Thrills is a song from Sia's 7th studio album, This Is Acting. It peaked at #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100, becoming Sia's first #1 single. Damn, her first, huh? And here we have Sia's least streamed song called Lucky. 236,000 plays. I'm surprised, that feels low for her. Released in 2004, Lucky is a song featured in the UK deluxe edition of Sia's 3rd studio album, Color the Small One. Okay.
It's been too cold to go. I needed to scream and shout.
Her vocal takes are always so cool.
I'm getting lucky tonight.
Yeah, that doesn't really tie into the rest of Sia's music. I can see why it's not as popular, but I thought it was a nice little song. Okay, next up, we have Panic at the Disco and their most streamed song, High Hopes, 951 million plays. Let's go. Haven't seen this music video. That's fun. High Hopes was released in 2018 as the 2nd single from the band's 6th studio album, Pray for the Wicked. Is it still a band though? Let me check it. Nowadays, it is the solo project of American musician Brendan Urie. So yeah, it's only him now. The song peaked at #4 on the US Billboard Hot 100, becoming the band's highest charting song on the chart to date. But I think it was already a solo project back then, so text is a bit wrong. My editor is gonna get fired again for the millionth time. And here we have Panic at the Disco's least streamed song, Folkin' Around. 11 million plays, which also feels really high. I think I'm sensing a little bit of a trend that a lot of the male alternative artists tend to have very high plays, even on their least popular song. I guess it's a certain type of maybe fangirl or something that goes through everything and listens to everything.
I've forgotten how to sing before I've sung this song. I'll write it all across the wall before my job is done.
It's usually the outliers and like things that feel weird and don't really tie into the rest of someone's catalog that seem to be getting the least plays. This pretty out there for Panic at the Disco, both with the rock thing they had before and with the modern, more popular vibe that Brendan has with the solo project stuff. This doesn't tie in anywhere. This sounds like some kind of country record.
If love is not enough to put my enemies to sleep, Then I'm putting out the lantern, find your own way back home.
Released in 2008, the song is best known as one of the few surviving tracks of Panic's original second album, Cricket and Clover, that never got released. Next up, we have Ariana Grande's most streamed song, 7 Rings, 1.2, almost 1.3 billion plays. We talked about this song before on the channel, kind of an ode to capitalism. I like to buy stuff, guys.
Stop watching, my neck is fuzzy. Make big deposits, my gloss is popping. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. You like my hair? Gee, thanks, just bought it.
It's a pretty catchy song. Obviously got the sample. We talked about that in this video from Sound of Music. I'm a big Ariana fan, but this is not my favorite. Next up, we have Ariana Grande's least streamed song, A Little More Homework, featuring Graham Phillips. Damn, son, this is gonna be swaggy. I don't want any euphemisms in this. I want it to be about homework. 2.4 million plays.
Day turns to day, turns to day, turns to day, turns to day. And the days before go too fast. You can't hold on. Day turns to day, turns to day, turns to day.
That's a lot of just groups of 3. It's pretty much just the most basic polyrhythm in music. 3 over 4, basically. And then you got the backing playing in groups of 4. So it's like da 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 da. That sort of thing gets kind of boring to me. It doesn't become very melodic when you commit to a polyrhythm for that amount of time. So yeah, this was the closing track of the 2008 Broadway musical 13, where Ariana Grande had her professional debut. Okay, so yeah, it's got nothing to do with her music career. It had to do with her Broadway career. That makes a lot of sense. Here we got Aha and their most streamed song, Take On Me, 751 million plays. I've heard this song before, guys. We almost don't need to listen to this. Everyone knows this song. That wingo, it gets me. As mentioned in the recent video, the original Take On Me was recorded in 1984 and took 2 versions and 3 releases to chart in the United Kingdom. Oh yeah, which video was that? Let's show it here. Is that video? Okay. And here we have Aha's least streamed song, Soul Survivor, with 30,000 plays. Let's have a listen. The vocals don't seem very worked through. I mean, he's an amazing singer, but it's not even about pitch necessarily. It's about everything. It's about just the way the vowels are shaped and the emotion behind it. Everything seems very lackluster in this song. It just seems like everyone involved in the production of this is really bored. They're not as relevant as they used to be in the past. They're mainly relevant for their song is a meme. Take On Me is just a really funny meme that a lot of people try to sing and fail, including me in this video. I don't think it's a huge surprise that they have a song that only has 30,000 streams, but still, they are a big band, so it's a little bit crazy. Anyway, click here for more music reactions and reviews. Click here for music VS videos. I thought this was really interesting, and it just goes to show that even if you are very, very famous, you might have some songs that just don't do as well. What a crazy insight. Anyway, it was interesting to see the examples, I thought. I think my main takeaway is don't release songs that are poorly mixed or boring. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow in another daily video. Peace!